This video is to help people who are using Sky Smartpens learn how to upload their notes to their Evernote account and then to make those notes available to other students or other people they want to have access to that link. So to start with, you've already taken your notes with your Sky Wi-Fi pen. You already have an Evernote account attached to your Sky pen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Evernote and I'm going to sign in. Once I'm in, I will put in the username or email address that is attached to that pen. And for the people who are working in our program through the California Community Colleges, you'll notice that on your pen there is a label, and your pens have already been set up with an email account and a password. So you just look at that label and you put in the email account and the password. Once you have that, you sign in. And from here, you'll notice that your pen comes up with the name of your pen, and then you'll see over on the left side here, it will say the notebook that you're using, and it will also have the recording. Before you go into it, Evernote has separated both the recording and the notepad. In the process of uploading it, those two files will be combined into one file. To see it, you always go to the notebook icon. So right here I have the notebook icon selected, and if you can tell, here is what I have written on my notebook. Okay, and that's for page 2 right here. I also have page 1 and I have page 2. Okay, if I want to make page 2 available, I'm going to click on it. Before I do, notice that up here at the top is a URL and it says evernote.com blah 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 blah. What I'm looking for is for this URL link to become a LiveScribe link, and that's the link that I can share with other people. So I'm going to go into my document here and I'm going to click on it. And to click on it, now I'm in the LiveScribe player. I can go and hear it if I want. Sky Smartpen, and this pen works with. And that's how I can test to make sure that I have it working where I have the animation along with the audio. And now you've noticed the Evernote URL now has turned to a LiveScribe URL. This is a URL that I can take and I can place anywhere and anyone can open it. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to select it, just highlighting it like I just did. Then I'm going to go to Edit and I'm going to copy it. Okay, then I'm going to go to wherever I want to place that link. It could be in my teacher website. It could be in an email that I'm sending out to other students, to other teachers, whoever I want to send it to. Or maybe I'm going to put it onto a Word doc and I'm going to create an index of all of my class assignments. Or maybe it'll be a Google Doc. So whichever application I'm going to be placing it, I'm basically going to create it. I can put it anywhere. But I'm going to create it as a hyperlink. So let me give you what I'm talking about. I'm going to put it onto a Word doc. So I'm going to click on Word. I've already copied that URL. And now, instead of my students seeing this, which doesn't mean much to anybody, I'm going to give it a topic name. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to call this maybe practice. And now with the word that I want students to see, I'm going to now go and I'm going to highlight that. And then in whichever program I'm in, I'm going to find hyperlinking. In my version of Word, I go to Insert, and if I scroll all the way down, I find hyperlinking. It will be located in different places on different programs. Often you find it in something that has to do with inserting something. So I'm going to hit hyperlink. The main thing I'm looking for here is that my display button has the word that I want people to see. Where it says link to, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste my URL. So now when people press on my practice, it will take them to this URL. So then I press OK, and now if you notice, it's a hyperlink. So if I just click on it, it takes me right to that spot. And now I can create more and more links for my students. going back to Evernote, the other thing I want to show you is I have the option to go into my pen here, and if I click on the arrow down right to the right of the name of the pen, I can go and rename it. And I could call this pen right now, if I wanted to, I can call this, maybe I'll call this Stacey, so I know it's my pen. And see, now it changes to Stacey. And then right here is my notebook. Maybe I want this to be the name of the class that I'm working with. So I'm going to hit rename, and maybe I'll call this Sky Smartpen Tutorial. Okay. So now all of my tutorials for SkyPen, I'm going to put inside here. When I click on it, I'll just get pages that will just say the page number of the book I'm in, but I will know I'll put all of my Sky tutorials in here. I never click on the recordings button. I don't take it out, I just leave it there because that's working, it combines with the notebook later on. But when I want to see what I've written, I always go into notebook pages because that's the only way I'm going to see the visuals. If I click on recordings, I get this, which doesn't mean anything to me. I can't do anything with that. The other thing to note about this is if I have, say, two classes, let's say I'm teaching Sky Smartpen and I'm also going to be teaching an algebra class. I'm going to want two separate books for each class. And each of those books are going to be different numbered notebooks because that's the only way that my pen will see them as two separate books. And then when I'm in it, I will give each of those books a different name. And I would just go into here, like I say, and I could rename it. So I can call it algebra. If I would get a list here, and I would call each book the name of the class. And that way I can organize what's happening. I will never be able to change these pages, but these pages will always come up under the name of that book. Okay. Wait for the next version for the next activity.